spoiler alert. Nino. Klaxon. Emergency.
I haven't watched it.
Okay.
Anyway.
That we're safe. Go. It was... Hello. Welcome back to My Therapist Ghosted Me. It's us again.
Oh, hello, Joanne.
Where are you?
Where are you?
Where are you first?
Okay, just outside of Brighton. It is absolutely gorgeous. I'm filming a show, Renovation Rescue. We're doing a reveal day.
Oh, of course. Yes.
And it is absolutely, you want to see this place. They have this beach. Now, there are stones on the beach, which I'm not particularly a fan of, but clear water, these massive houses. Obviously, I then had to Google how much they cost. You could probably get a studio flat in London for one of them. It's so nice. It's such a nice villagey feel and like an hour from London. So I'm moving here now.
Have you had, now that you're doing the renovation rescue, have you watched any of the old clips where the people, when their rooms are revealed to them, start crying?
Oh, crying of happiness?
No.
Oh, no. You're talking about changing rooms when Lawrence Llewellyn Bowen went into anyone's house and did anything. They always cried.
It wasn't Lawrence's fault. Sometimes it was the other ones.
There's old clips, I just remember watching them ages ago, where couples, because you know the way you're always trying to figure out like how much of it is staged and how much isn't, and have they really never seen the rooms before? There's old American ones and English ones where they bring them in and they kind of reveal them, and the wife starts crying and the husband's like, you're gonna have to fix it all, you're gonna have to put everything back, like, because sometimes they do kind of, the renovations they do feel like they're for the TV audience rather than the people in the homes. Do you get me?
I mean, it's a very niche kind of thing that they do to someone. Did you ever see that one? It was two couples that were friends and they had swapped houses to do, and like with the couple who went in and like were really upset, were like, why do you not like us? Like, have we done something wrong to you? Why did you do this? Why did you do this to us?
Revenge renovation. That'd be a great TV show, wouldn't it?
Yes, there'd be a lot of live, laugh, love signs going around the place, but I know people still love them, but I just don't love them.
No, well, I mean, they're kind of a very, very obvious. They're like, they just became that stereotypical trope of having no taste at all, really, didn't they?
Yeah,
no offense to anyone who still has
that
one
terrible
up,
to
because
say
you know
it?
it's a good way to live your life.
Yeah, it is. It's a good mantra to live by. Live, laugh, and love. Three L's, three
Nothing
big things.
wrong with it.
But then it became kind of like a stereotypical, because they were selling them everywhere. The same as, they're like the Ramones t-shirt of the walls.
Yes, I totally agree with you. I think I had a Ramones
everywhere.
t-shirt.
And the other one that's very kind of typical in a woman's kitchen is wine o'clock.
I know.
Yeah. Mine starts. Actually, no, I don't put that. Why am I always trying to make out of an alcoholic? And I'm actually, keep this in, Joe. Keep this in. I'm not.
Right, okay, we're editing the edit now. We're editing the edit.
We're editing as we go.
Keep it in.
I always, when you just lean on all the old gags, and it's like the old gags are Vogue's really rich and out of touch, and I'm an absolute pisshead lush, and it's actually not true.
Not true.
It's not true.
Completely
Vogue's
broke.
in touch and hasn't a pot to piss in.
Yeah.
And I've been sober for 3 years.
That's the truth of it. That's what we're like.
They're all lies as well. Okay, we don't know where the lies begin around now. Our kitchen was very much a kitchen of the 80s. I do believe Pat McNally is an original almond mum. And so on our fridge was almond mum.
Almond.
Almond. It's
okay.
Did we figure this out?
Yeah, it's almond.
It's personal taste. The Americans do it a different way.
It's personal taste.
Joanne likes to eat tomatoes and basil, and she has her almonds in her coffee.
And herbs.
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 Is there a reason the Americans won't acknowledge the H in herbs? It's right there. Oh, do you know what as well Americans saying it wrecks my head? I could care less. I couldn't care less. Why? I could care less makes no fucking sense.
If you could care less, then it means that there's an amount of care.
Exactly. Well, I could care less means you're measuring the care, and I couldn't care less is the point of the thing to say I don't measure the care. There's no care here at all.
Lots of love to the American listenership.
Yeah, live, laugh, love to the Americans and their herbs.
But doesn't that would depend on the argument, really? How much you because sometimes you could care a little bit, but sometimes you really couldn't care less.
Well, they're using it. They're using it as if they couldn't care. I couldn't care any less. There's no less care to give, but they say I could care less. Speaking of, now that we're turning this into a tiny little thesaurus session.
Yes.
You know that super, super posh guy who his name has escaped me?
Spencer Matthews.
Boom, that's the one.
Okay, who? Come on.
How's he these days? Still running around in his little legs, is he? Little
Still
legs.
running around in his little shorts and no top.
Yeah,
Yep.
his little legs. Planting thirst traps all around Battersea Park. I see him.
Well, okay, go on. I'll tell you something after.
Do you know the really, really posh guy? I've met him actually. I met him once and I was like, do you really sound like that? Do you speak like that? And he does a lot of kind of language. His instant is where he kind of takes words and he talks about their kind of
Oh,
original
yeah.
form.
Tom Reed Wilson.
Tom Reed Wilson. You know,
Yeah.
he has his little
The gee bag.
blackboard. Yeah, he did gee bag.
A posh person trying to explain
did
what a
gee
gee bag is.
It was so sweet. And it
How
was
many
a real-
times were you sent it?
Oh, plenty of times, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I watched it 3 times. I said, good, Tom. I thought it was very good for Irish and English relations, actually.
We'll have press next so we can explain what the press is. And Joanne, why don't you send in your favourite word, CUNT, and see how he describes that? I'd love to hear him say that in his accent.
Oh, yeah, I've heard him say it.
Have you? I've never heard him
Yeah.
say
Off camera, he sounds like a London geezer.
that. He does not. I bumped
does.
into him on the street and he's so, he's so
actually from Dublin.
pleasant.
Hey, how's it going? How are you? That's what he sounds like off camera. Yeah. Live,
Yeah,
laugh,
okay.
love. Yeah.
Live, laugh, love you, dope.
Sorry, first, did you like my outfit? Don't I look like I'm working in a call centre with the striped shirt and the headphones?
Well, you
No one
kind
can
of
see
look like you'd kick the shit out of me, to be honest with you. When you didn't have the headphones on, I was like, she looks like she's about to batter me in her Fred Petty.
It's the Fred Perry, yeah.
Yeah. You look great, but why do you look like that? What have you done?
Nothing, I've
Did
done
you go get
anything.
your makeup done?
I'm just really kind.
You look like the referee in Gladiators. You will go on my first whistle.
I'm wearing a striped Fred Perry t-shirt. I'm zooming in from Barcelona, where I am doing
Has
a
anyone
show.
sprayed you with a water gun?
No, 'cause I look like a local.
Yeah.
I'm like bonjour girls, so they all know that I'm just
Yeah.
Hola.
Hola. Yeah, no. There's none of that. There's a lot of signs telling everyone to shut the fuck up. They're saying it in a nice way, like please respect the local, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
But I guess now with the dark hair and all, I'm just like a Barcelona chick. 2 things. 1, Barcelona. It's so cool. Every time I come here, every time I leave, I forget how cool it is. I'm staying. Obviously don't know where I am. I'm just in Barcelona Road, Barcelona. But I'm beside I did go out for a little explorer earlier. I'm beside a film school, so there's loads of like these really cool film students, these gorgeous girls. And some sort of fashion something around, and they're even smoking and all. They just look so effortlessly cool, covered in tattoos. And you know the way I have this reoccurring horn to get a giant tramp stamp of a dragon or a snake up my neck.
I think if you're going to commit to it, you have to commit to like a full, you need to get a sleeve. You can't just get one singular tattoo. You're going to have to commit and spend hours in somewhere, which I can imagine you doing.
No. You can't get a sleeve. You have to build up to a sleeve. You can't just get a sleeve. You know what I mean? That's you can't. You're supposed to build them up. You know, that's like the traditional way.
Well,
Anyway.
this isn't meaning to sound bad, but we don't have time for that. Like people who start getting tattoos when they're 20, they build up to a sleeve. You've just got to get the fucking sleeve.
I'm 42. I'm not 87. I've got time on my side.
You're not allowed to have. No, you're gonna then start hiding it when you're 60 because you'll be fed up with a sleeve. So you've only got a real good 18 years with a sleeve. I wouldn't waste time building up. That's all I'm saying.
I'm telling you now, it's happening. I want to get a barbed wire heart on my ass cheek. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry if that upsets you.
Not to pick apart everything that you said, but it obviously is worth saying that smoking is definitely not cool, and we mustn't do it. Very bad.
Who's smoking? Oh, the Barcelona chicks.
The Barcelona ones who
Well,
said was cool.
you can say, Joe,
smoking.
Joe, firstly, we're not the Teletubbies, okay? This is an adult podcast, okay?
That's
Secondly,
still not cool.
I correct you there. when I do it, it's not cool. You'd want to see these chicks standing outside the film school. It's very fucking cool. This is like Quentin Tarantino vibes. They are like dressed to impress. They're just, it's all rollies and all. And they're like rolling them properly. Whereas when I roll them, it all kind of falls apart.
No,
It's like
I have a real
smoking kills.
I have a
Does
real
it, though?
thing about. I have a real thing.
Does it, Joe? Show me the facts.
I have a
say
real
these
thing about
things.
rollies. I can't. I used to go out with a guy who used to smoke rollies, and he would leave like he was like the dirtiest smoker. There'd be all the white tips all over the place. There'd be tobacco everywhere. Like, I mean, on every floor, and just like, that put me off rollies.
Do you want to hear something really embarrassing in relation to rollies?
Yeah.
Well, you don't remember because we weren't friends at the time, but when I was younger, I'm saying, remember I told you, remember I had my stint in France and I came back wearing a floor-length leather coat, listening to French rap and all. And I was also came back I went smoking Jean Pierre Bleu. I came back smoking rollies because that was what the Parisian or the French kids were doing. But I couldn't roll. I had to bring a machine.
A rolling machine.
Okay, that's not fucking cool.
I mean, talk about discrediting all the street cred that smoking rollies has when I had to bring out this like machine.
Did you not
this
just
kinda-
pre-roll them at home so no one saw you?
It was like, you know, those things that you roll, you see them cooking pasta, they kind of like spin it at one end and the thing kind of rolls off, slims out. I had this little, what would you call it? Like an instrument to use. It was like a wazoo. Yeah. I know, I should have kind of rolled them at home, but yeah, I mean, it was embarrassing. Très embarrassment. It's French, guys.
Trez. You obviously learned a lot of
Très
French.
embarrassment.
I just don't want you to think I'm not looking at you, but my phone battery's about to run out and I'm tethering off it.
Sure, folk. I'm a megalomaniac. I'm only looking at myself. I forgot you were on the call, to be honest.
I prefer if someone's smoking a real cigarette because the rollies have me triggered from your man. And
Yeah.
I think as someone who used to smoke vapes, I think people who smoke vapes I think vapes aren't cool. I think you look a bit embarrassing, especially those ones that are like the size of your head and you're like, and then you like this plume of smoke comes out of your face and then it goes into everyone else's face. Not into them. And I can say that because I used to smoke vapes.
Yeah. No, the ones that were there, they're like basically pulling on a car engine. You're like, that's a bit much
No.
now. I know.
Do you know what? I fell in love with London a little bit last night. Will I tell you why?
Sure.
Sunday evening, it was about 9 o'clock and I started feeling a bit sick. I'm not going to tell you what was wrong with me because I don't want anyone to write about it. But-
Okay.
It's not pregnancy, but anyway, I was feeling a bit sick.
Oh.
And it was one of those sicknesses that you're like, actually, do you know what? I really need to get this. Like, I won't be able to sleep unless I get something for this, and you need to get a prescription for it. And so I was like, this is going to sound terrible. It wasn't anything bad, by the way. It's Monday now and it's already gone. But I was like, oh my God, Sunday night, no doctor, first of all, no chemist open. What the hell am I going to do? I was like, I'm living in London, thank God. 24-hour doctor online. Got onto the doctor. She sent me a prescription. Then I found this random place that delivers prescriptions to you. It took 2 hours. It didn't get to me till midnight. But between the hours of my doctor's appointment was at 9:45. By midnight, I had a prescription on a Sunday night. And I just thought,
Yeah.
this is why I live here.
Yeah.
But it wasn't drug dealer drugs, because actually on this chemist website, they said that we do not give out benzos and all those kind of things, because I'd say there'd be a few people thinking on a Sunday night, I might get a few benzos in. Who wants a Zanny?
Also, drug dealers are not what they used to be. They usually knock off about 9 or 10.
Particularly on a Sunday. They need, Joanne, they want their spare time too. They want their spare time too. They deserve time off.
Yeah, they're like, I've got to put the kids down. Do you know what I mean?
I've got to count my cash. I've got to count my cash from Saturday night. It was a very heavy night.
They work very few hours. I'm out loud in the drug dealers. I'm in Barcelona. I don't think you're allowed to do the list, are you?
Barcelona.
You always do it, so I
I
think
know,
it's
sorry,
it's too
sorry.
late, isn't it? It's too
Sorry,
late for
Barcelona.
apologising for that.
It is, yeah, sorry. The damage has been done. Anyway, I'm here, I'm doing a show, etc. But I got in very, very late. The flight, I flew from Edinburgh to here. By the way, oh my God, someone nearly fell off the top of the balcony in
In the show?
Edinburgh Playhouse. No,
Shut
in
up.
in King's Theatre. Yeah, I heard this kerfuffle when I was on. I was like, ah! And I was like, what's going on? And someone told me after.
Stop.
There's like, are you like on the road?
Yeah, I'm actually recording from a motorbike. I'm just sitting on a bike and I'm recording.
It's like you're outside one of those burger vans in Clapham Common, just sitting on a bench at the lake. That was that sounded like you were on a motorbike. It was so loud.
It's a good opportunity to acknowledge that recording conditions for today are what I would describe as suboptimal.
We have had an absolute nightmare today.
Yeah.
Shite.
I left my equipment in the airport. Vogue seems to be recording on a main road.
Yeah.
My hotel has no Wi-Fi. Blah 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 blah. Anyway, look,
This
we live
day
to fight another
can get in
day.
the bin. We're fine. We'll be done
Do
soon.
you know what? I am in such a good mood today, and I've no idea why, because I've no reason to be.
I'm surprised that you are, because you had an absolute. You
I had
had
a
the
melter.
biggest nightmare this morning,
did.
and to be able to climb yourself out of that bullshit.
I know. I don't know. It's like all my meds have kicked in all at once. I don't know what's going on.
It's
I'm
Barcelona.
Barcelona. So got in late. Oh yeah, sorry, your one nearly fell off the balcony. She didn't, fine. But I'm thinking about maybe putting netting underneath the balconies from now on. So if they do fall off, they'll kind of like ping back up like a circus, like a trapeze artist. Anyway, got into Barcelona. It's very late. Now, Spain. Look, Barcelona is Barcelona, but Spain, Barcelona.
Yeah.
Notoriously late diners.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like,
they like a 1 a.m. dinner and stuff.
They
It's
love a
wild.
1 a.m. dinner. Do you know, I actually Googled it to find out why they eat so late. And because you think it's because they're so late back. Apparently, now this is like, this is very boring, but kind of interesting. Apparently, Franco changed the time zone in Spain to match Nazi Germany, to be sound. He was a bit of a Nazi sympathizer. And they just never bothered changing it back. So the Spaniards just like, all right, fuck it, okay, we'll eat dinner at 9 instead of 8. That's where it originally came from. But they're notoriously late diners. So I came in starving. Now, I mean, like, ravished.
Yeah.
Is that the word?
Famished.
What the fuck is
But
ravished?
looking ravishing.
Pretty ravishing. The same.
I was ravishedly famished, right?
Yeah.
I looked like shit, as you always do when you get off a plane. The sky does something to my cortisol levels or something. I always look like I've got gout when I land. Anyway, spinning along in the taxi, and I was saying to your man, I'm ravishedly famished, and I was like, I better ring ahead to the hotel, just make sure that I'm going to get. Rang the hotel, and they were like, kitchen's closed, and I was like, okay, whatever, okay, but like it's Spain, come on, I'm expecting like 24-hour, 24/7 access to gambas. Come on, prawns, pilpils, all night, all day, like that. That's the deal. It's Spain, yeah. No, kitchen's closed. I said, okay, listen, dude, like we have a situation here because I was like, I eat a banana or anything. No, kitchen's closed.
It's an unsleepable hunger.
It's an unsleepable hunger, Vogue.
That's the thing as well.
You speak from a woman who knows what it feels to be ravished. It's an unspeakable
I'm
hunger.
ravished. Every 4 hours I become ravished, to be honest.
It's nonstop ravishing here. And I was like, "Are you not even gonna fucking throw me a bit of an orange from the kitchen?"
Where's
Do you
your
know what I
mate
mean?
that threw the banana at you the last time? You needed him back.
The racist hate crime that I suffered when I first arrived in London.
I'd say you'd
screamed-
accept that banana now.
He screamed top of the morning to you when I bashed into him when he bashed into me at the train station, and I was like, oh my god, it was my first victim. I was victim of racist hate crime. Anyway, your mom was like, no, computer says fucking no. So I was like, obviously I'd had a couple of drinks on the plane, so I was like, I'm checking into a different hotel. So I went to this. Went to another hotel, lived my best fucking life. Checked into a different hotel, ate room service until 5 a.m. Thrilled with myself. Threw money at the problem. Now,
What did you get from the room service? How good was it?
it was delicious. Now it wasn't in a sober light of day. It was not a commercially viable decision, which is, and my accountant and me are talking a lot about what's commercially viable.
You wouldn't have just gone. You would. You wouldn't
doing
have
a
just
lot of
gone
work
to
on
a
that.
takeaway. You wouldn't have just gone to a
We're
takeaway.
doing a lot of work on commercially viable decisions. So someone messaged me this today. Then he was like, "Would you not have got Uber Eats?" I was like, "Oh my god, it never even occurred to me." Instead, I just bought another hotel room like a fucking idiot. I know. Yeah. So I'm in the red now. Basically, I'm losing my balls in Barcelona. But hey, who cares? Fuck it, I've no
She's
kids.
She's not making a cent in Barcelona. Do you know what?
No,
though?
oh God,
Sometimes-
not making a cent.
Well, sometimes it's worth it just for the travel experience. When I used to do this travel show, I didn't make a bloody penny because I used to go anywhere I went, I'd buy myself an outfit, and that was it. That was my fee was gone. And
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah.
"You know, it doesn't even matter because I got to see Seattle.
Exactly.
Who cares?
Exactly. That's the way I look at it as well. I'm like, you're getting paid to travel around. It's an honor and a privilege. But I'll tell you this: the hotel I went to, it's a swanky hotel. Okay, it's a 5-star hotel, and I actually stayed in one of them, a different one before. And you know what? I'd always wanted
Did
to.
you take yourself to the W?
She's outing you there. She's
I
fucking
did.
done you.
Took herself to the W for a fucking sandwich.
I did. I did.
Fucking hell.
I recognise the view because I've seen it on
I
people's
did, yeah.
stories.
Do you know what? I'd always wanted to see what it was like, the one in Barcelona. Yeah, look, I did. Yeah, I
Do you
did.
see the moment that she considered lying and saying,
I was like, what are you talking about? It's a travel lodge down at the pier. Yeah, no, I
Has
did.
Joanne started treating herself again? You love treating
I've no
yourself.
children. As I say to my mother, I've no children. And she says, you also have no pension, Joanne. But I say, I have no children. If I
You're
can't.
saving yourself. I'll tell you. I'll text you what those kids cost me a year, and you won't even give a shit. You might book another
Exactly.
night in the W. Book another
Isn't
night.
it gas though? Like, so, but it's so funny the way the brain works around saving and cost and all that. I was in Edinburgh Airport on the floor ripping all my suitcase apart to save myself £13 because my bag was over the limit. So I was pulling out like runners and everything, and like I boarded the plane with like cute, like trousers and everything for my suitcase, and then arrived in fucking Barcelona after a couple of drinks. I was like, take me to the W, please.
I'm sorry. Hunger turns you into a different person. It turns you into not a great person. You're not yourself. You weren't in your right mind.
All rules are out the window. All talk, all accountancy chat gone out of my head. Everything. I was like, I need to be fed, and I went. And do you know what I will say about the W? I'm sorry now, because it's a fucking. It's certainly not worth what they're looking for. Did you get that?
yeah, just about,
Understood it. Yeah, we won't be going there. We won't. Be
Well,
going to the W.
no, we won't be going there.
And you won't be getting any discounts in the W when they hear that. Hey,
Even, do you know what I mean?
I'd just like to say to the W, particularly the one in Ibiza, that's Joanne.
Oh, that's
talking.
different.
We're not a duo. So like, I'm out my own here. Okay. If
She
you wanna
doesn't even
invite me
go
there,
here.
I'll go.
She doesn't even go here.
She's
Yeah, no, I do.
unappreciative.
People are going to think I'm a wanker now, but I was hangry, as they'd say, and I couldn't believe your man. This hotel I'm now in, the hotel where I belong, trying to starve me to death. I went off. I was treating myself to the W. Listen, I'm my own screensaver. I'm on a journey.
You dragged
Self-love.
yourself back to the old hotel.
Yeah, fucking had to. I can't fucking stay in the W.
With your tail between your legs.
My fed tail. My fed and watered tail.
Did you go to the shop first and bring your own bananas up there with you?
I looked at my budget. I budget now. We're budgeting. I'm a budget bitch now. So
She won't even touch the bloody water.
There'll be
there.
no-
She's gone and bought her out in the shop.
There'll be nothing eaten or drinking now again for the rest of the Barcelona trip, and Garode will be sleeping on the streets.
Fair enough.
So Garode, sorry, I blew the budget at the W, so you're sleeping in with me. If you can't treat yourself, who can you treat?
And also, you can't take the money with you. So
Although I do have a little regret over not just ordering an Uber Eats, but there you go. It's okay.
speaking of us not being a duo, someone mailed me and they were like, my girls are loving your show. They've had the meet and greet and they're looking forward to the second half. And I thought, I'm not her. Why does everyone...
What?
Someone who was at your show, the mother obviously was like, they're having a fantastic time. I'll tell you what, I'll mail her. And then I got the mail and I was like, wow. Well, I'm glad they're enjoying themselves.
Sorry, I don't know whose show they were at because I wasn't doing meet and greets, so I don't know I don't know whose show that one was at.
Don't lie, you've started them in Barcelona to try and recoup some cash.
They're obviously at some other show. I think Kerry Catone and Katie Price are doing shows at the moment. They weren't at mine.
No meet.
I don't do meet and greets. I don't do meet and
She's-
greets.
She's like
lazy.
Avril Lavigne when she meets fans.
Remember that? So funny. One of the funniest things I've ever. They were like COVID photos where like you're not allowed to touch anyone. But
Sorry,
it was
I'd rather her than Chris Brown. I saw a picture of him and he's like, there's a woman who's, first of all,
I know.
who is going to a Chris, come on, who's going to his concert? Like, seriously, I cannot understand. And particularly as a woman, and so many women are
I
going
know.
to, but that's
They don't
another
care.
matter. But there was someone there at the meet and greet, and in fairness, he puts a lot into them. And she was pregnant and he was behind her and had his hands on her pregnant belly. I was like, ugh, that's so personal.
That's the least. I've seen women like gyrating on him and stuff.
Jesus Christ.
I know. He's in bits. He fucking hit Rihanna.
I know, but like, there's been other
Focus.
things. There's been other things though, and like, did you ever see those TikToks of people going and asking women who are going to the shows, like, do you know all the stuff that he's done? And they're like, yeah, but like that was years ago. It's like, no.
I saw that.
No.
Yeah, I know. It's like he hasn't murdered anyone in ages.
Yeah.
What's the
God.
big deal? Yeah.
Why are we bringing out this documentary on Far West? That was years ago. It's not his fault anymore.
Yeah, it's been 3 years since he kicked the shit out of a woman. Come on, let's all move on.
Anyway, I want to talk about the homework for the week, which sounds terrible. We'll have to come up with another name. But you said you'd watch the Catfish documentary, and I watched it as my homework. And spoiler alert for anybody.
Massive
who
spoiler
hasn't.
alert, because Kaylee Trapp outed us recently for she did some video about us spoiling something, some other story that we spoiled, and we're spoilers. Okay, so we're aware we're spoilers. So
We've warned.
this is a big spoiler alert. Nino, Nino, Nino. Klaxon,
Yeah.
klaxon. Emergency,
If
emergency.
you haven't watched it,
exclamation
skip,
point.
skip, skip.
Skip.
But
Okay.
anyway,
that we're safe. Go.
Joanne
It was the
watched-
mother.
Oh, there we go.
I was in deep, because I had read the story and Joanne was like, yeah, you know who it is. And then I was watching the show, and it's basically about this young girl in high school, and she's getting trolled for, I think it ended up being 22 months by somebody, and no one could figure out who it was.
And
I
her
was
boy,
like,
and her young boyfriend. Yeah.
and her young boyfriend. And as the show was going on, I was like, oh, I thought it was the mom, but it couldn't possibly be the mother with the stuff that she was saying. She was telling her daughter to kill herself, to commit suicide. And then she was saying sexual things like about the boyfriend, like he only likes BJs, and like stuff about sticking fingers in, like it was so fucked up. And she
It
was
is
caught
crazy.
in the end. But I was trying to break it down because Spenny, who I watched it with, had no interest in doing a breakdown deep dive after it with me. And I was like, well, fine, fuck you. I'll talk to Joanne and the listeners.
Yeah. Not Joe.
So there is Joe's
I
like
was
Spenny.
on
He's in
holiday.
Spenny's camp.
I
He's in Spenny's
haven't
camp.
yeah.
seen.
Yeah, and anyone who actually
It was
is
the mother,
annoyed by
Joe.
the-
It was the mother. Just
Yeah,
Joe.
you
In case you were
deserve a
planning on
spoiler.
doing it. Yeah, it was the mother. Don't bother.
because you didn't do your homework. Tough luck. Here's my take on it. I actually do think that the mother fancied the daughter's son. I do. I think that
Daughters.
there was a part of that.
Boyfriend.
The daughters. Sorry. I think that the mother did fancy the daughter's boyfriend, because when you think of all the explicit messages and why she would be saying all those things to her daughter, it was like she was really jealous of her and the relationship. And it was just bizarre because it was like she was spending 8 hours a day on it sometimes. She was pretending to go to work and she'd lost her job, and all she was doing was at home texting.
Unknown number, the high school catfish. Unknown number.
I know, but I have to say, I was given a spoiler from just reading the paper, just going about my daily life. At least if you read an article on the show itself, then it's like, oh, spoiler if you haven't watched it. But when you're reading the paper and it's like, bam, it just tells you this mother was trolling her daughter. How do you even start something like that?
Because she's got the munch.
I was thinking it was the munchie or something weird
She's
as
got
well.
the munch. She's got the munch by proxy. She's got the Munchausen syndrome. I think she's attracted to the drama. She's obviously mentally unwell. She definitely had a crush on her daughter's boyfriend, because even the boyfriend said on
so
the show.
you agreed with that?
Well, he said it. His name's Owen. He said it
Yeah.
himself. He said she was always just a little too attentive. It was just always a bit
Yeah.
too much, you know. But what
think
I
she's just
found,
really jealous of the daughter's life as well, but she
Yeah.
wanted to keep the daughter close. But the fact that she was even on the show and sitting there and like
It was wild. And she was telling the daughter as the troll, because she was scrambling her numbers and all, they couldn't find her number, telling her to kill herself and everything like this, you know?
Bizarre.
Like, it's completely bizarre. She did prison time. The daughter now is back living with her, which I found...
Is she? Because I thought that she wasn't allowed to see her still.
Oh, hold on. Let me Google, because...
Because the thing about it is, I kind of get that as the daughter, because like her mom's not dead and it's your mom. Like I'd probably forgive my mom as well. Like I would. I'd say, Sandra, what the hell?
I'd say, I mean, I'm always slagging Pat, saying I'm pretty sure she's running our tattle thread.
She is. I agree.
On her burner that she won't give me the details for. Do you know what I mean? Pat will do something like if she wanted me to do something, you know, now the way she always wants me to wear more A-line skirts and stuff. That'd be her. She'd be set up an account, Poosh McNoodle, and it'd be like, God, I wish she'd wear more A-line. She looks terrible in those short skirts. She needs to wear more floor length gowns. That'd be Pat trying to get stuff across the line. Watch
the Catfish. If you haven't watched it, you have to watch it.
What I found interesting was, because obviously when police arrest people, especially in the States, but I assume it's everywhere, they have the body cam, so you're watching the whole thing happen. But the daughter, now, I found the daughter, she's quite a quiet girl. She's quite meek. She's quite reserved. She's not, you know, she's quiet, I would say.
Reminded me a lot of myself. I agree.
Very demure, very like yourself. Very like yourself. And she didn't have huge reactions to anything throughout the documentary at all, really. Now, obviously, she's kind of processed it herself. But when they showed us the recording of the police arriving to the door and basically outing the mother for trolling her own daughter and her daughter's boyfriend for 22 months, and violent trolling, like awful trolling.
Yeah.
Ugh. The daughter just like kind of just took it on she just rolled with the punches. She didn't seem shocked.
I feel like they kind of didn't explain it to her properly though, because when they were saying it, it was like, are you saying she's done it? Like for a second I was like, are they saying she's done it or not? And then when the daughter came in, I was like, I don't feel like they told her properly or something. But then even when the dad came back, she kind of didn't really react either. But maybe she was shocked.
And then the dad was like, you need to move out just for a little bit, to the wife. And I was like, are they
no, the dad dumped her.
Yeah. He'd want to. I mean, she's sending sexting, like she's sexting a 14-year-old boy. You know, there's flags. It's not great for the old marriage.
And she was lying about having a job. I think that she was a compulsive liar as well. She's a really odd person. Well, I think it's a little like you weren't sexting your...
No, I wasn't.
A 15-year-old.
I wasn't.
So you can lie about whatever the fuck you want.
Thank you for clearing that up. I lied about going to college every day, but I mean, whatever, you know. Water under the bridge. A lot of the talk around, there's a lot of articles now coming out about it, and they're talking about the fact that a lot of mothers are jealous of their daughters and it's not spoken about. And that's where it came from. She was jealous of her daughter who had this kind of nice life. She was a very attractive young girl, and her boyfriend was kind of like, they were like a cool couple, you know, they were kind of like the cool hot couple of the school, and that the mother was actually jealous of her. But also mad about her and was like ringing her every day from prison and everything. Anyway. I don't know. We think we've, you know, I think, do you know what, Vogue? It just makes us grateful for our own mothers.
Yeah. Well, that's because they definitely aren't jealous of us. They're quite the opposite.
Pandra. Yeah, Pandra. That's their collaborative name.
They look at our lives and think, not for me.
Yes. Joanne McNally coming from Barcelona. Vogue Williams coming
a lot of times, but well, no.
All right.
Wow.
We've had to record.
Sort of your own business.
Jesus Christ, Vogue.
Another thing I saw in the papers, and I know that you haven't seen it yet, and I want you to Google him right now, right? There is a new saint on the block. He is a young...
Oh, yeah.
Did you see any of it?
I didn't. I general osmosis, I know what you're talking about, but I don't know the deets. What's his name? Saint what? Saint
his
what?
Name, he used to be a team gamer. He's an Italian teenager who grew up in the UK and...
died of leukemia at age 15. That is so sad.
He's going to be the first millennial saint. This is happening on Sunday. Carlo Acutis. Don't know why that was so hard
I
for
was
me to
going to
pronounce, but there you
say,
go.
are we still sainting people? That feels very old school.
Still saintly people. And I was like, what has he been doing to be saintly? Because you have to have like perform certain miracles. But his body anyway has been on display. And so this boy died in 2006.
Bad.
He was exhumed after something like 16, 17 years. He was exhumed. And look at Joe, his hair is nicer than yours. Go and look at his body.
Could very well be.
I did say to you, firstly, gamers notoriously are indoor people. Okay, so if he has no direct sunlight, he's no, you know what I mean? There's no sun damage. Remember I said to you that the sun turns your hair grey?
He's been underground for 17 years dead.
Exactly. No sun damage.
No,
You're nowhere safer than in the ground, Vogue. It's the only way. It's the only place the UV rays can't get you.
We'll go to Joanne's house and she'll be digging holes in her plant pots for herself.
Good night.
So I have to give you, so basically now his hair looks great and everything like that, but now his body was preserved in a wax. And I think what the Catholic Church are trying to do is to get more millennials on board with their practices. And that's why they're getting this young saint in. But supposedly he performed 2 miracles and helped people that were going to die by them going and praying on his body. Listen, who are we to
I was going to
question it,
say,
you know?
were the miracles that he accessed like level 7 of fucking Mario Kart or something? What miracles was a gamer carrying out?
Well, he completed it. He completed Mario Kart,
Yeah,
which hasn't been done before. And so now he is a saint.
This is the bang of trying to stay relevant off this from the Catholic Church is pathetic. Can I just say?
His mom says that he didn't do anything that like young kids would do. He only did like nice, kind, saintly things. I think she's trying to hide the fact that he was a gamer. I don't know why. It just doesn't feel
God
very
love him.
sainty.
Set to be canonized by the Catholic Church at the end of April, first millennial to become a saint. I mean, next thing the Vatican are going to be doing the apple dance and all. This is it's you know do you know what I mean? They're going to be hanging out with Charlie XCX, having a brat summer. Even though that's all over, you know, it's like, do you know what I mean? They're like, they'll be lip syncing to shit that's been and gone. But
I'm getting the clergy are going to go to one of your shows just to show that they're on board down with the kids.
Yeah. We're Pinot girlies. No, you're not. You're pedophilies. I'll be like, it's Pinophile, not pedophile. Get out.
But isn't that mad? I just thought, like, I know it's great that he's going to be a saint for him and his family and stuff like that, but I just thought his exhumed body looks I just couldn't believe my eyes.
I'm still scrolling here, and I hope we don't sound insensitive because it's obviously very tragic he died so young. But like, I am still scrolling down looking for him.
I'll tell you who's not happy about it. St. Francis of Assisi. He's like, what the fuck is he doing on my turf? Loads of people used to flock to see St. Francis of Assisi, and now they don't even bother. They just go to your man.
They're calling him God's influencer.
Wow.
Oh my God. This article agrees with me. Church moves too slowly to ever be hip. There will always be a bit of that hello, fellow kids energy. There's also genuine religiosity. Apparently the young children, the youngsters are getting back into Jesus. Have we discussed this?
There is a lot of there is.
Everyone's walking with Jesus now. Everyone's getting their steps in with Jesus. This is all the bios now. A lot of the influencers, they're walking with Christ. They're walking with Jesus. Don't know where they're going. They're off. Anyway, congratulations to God's influencer.
Yeah, I think that's something nice for his parents at least. And as you said, it's gonna bring people are loving God. Say
the pressure. I just hope I don't do anything else good, because the pressure of knowing when I'm dead that I could potentially be dug up again. Like, it's hard enough trying to stay on top of my grooming when I'm alive, let alone the pressure of thinking they're going to come back to me in 15 years' time.
Fret not, my friend. You will not be. You will not be made a saint.
If I go before you, Vogue, just know that I want an extra layer of Bare by Vogue, extra dark, just to keep me going.
I'll wax you. I'll put the wax on you. That's the way to go. Why aren't they doing that to all of us?
Please do.
Like that.
Please do. Make sure and get the little chin hairs, okay? Just in case I end up coming back up. Because when they realise how sound I am after I die, when I'm posthumously decided to be sound.
It's always the way, isn't it?
Post-hummus.
You never know what you've got until it's gone, huh? Hi, everyone.
Wise words.
So wise,
you.
Vogue. Where did you come up with that yourself?
I did actually. It's one of the many
so
things
wise.
I've come up with in
You
my
should
time.
write that down. You should coin that. You should.
Oh,
you
I
should,
have.
You should. No, you should patent it.
Hey, do you
What
want
is
life's
it?
a bitch, then you die, you know, huh?
Stop. That's a mic drop moment there.
You should have that on your kitchen wall.
You should put that in a song, Vogue. Oh, hold on.
That's my live, laugh, love.
Life's a bitch, then you die.
Thank you so much for listening. Before we get cut off yet again, we're going to say goodbye. Joe, I'm sorry.
I'm going to
what you're gonna
Bournemouth if
do.
anyone's around.
I'm around.
That's all. Just Bournemouth and Plymouth. Plymouth, they kept changing the venue and we didn't think it was going to happen. Now it is. So, of course, I didn't try and sell it. Blah, blah, blah.
But she loves Plymouth. She was talking about it the other day. She can't wait to go and see you all.
Make it onto the Vatican. It's got an extensive email list.